What the hell? Look who it is. What are you doing here? I was gonna start my episode by just randomly typing in stuff. Fairy. Hello. Well, welcome back to another episode of corru.observer. I just wanted to try some random words in the hole, which I think it's this thing just floating around here for some reason. Hello, fairy. Interloper, come to join me in a hunt. Hehehe. What are you doing here? Preparing to dive, of course. We may have no shortage of resources thanks to your work, Interloper. But I would go crazy if I had to sit in the Ozo forever. So the hunt continues. Only now it is for sport. No one will weep for the mindless beasts in the dark. And what a vantage point. I never know what I will find from here. How strange it is that such a large gap to the uncosm goes unmended. Not that I mind. The longer it remains, the better. Okay. Cool. Any ideas? Meaty, yo right. No! Kazki. And it's gotta be like a memory name. Like Better Times. Can I just type in Better Times? No. See, it's gotta be... Surely there's just a name of a memory somewhere, you know? What could I access? It's the depths. Depths! Kazki, Akazet. We'll go through every character. Tazik! I just want to try every character. Gokvu! Nope. Isabel! That's a character. CAVIK! Oh! CAVIK works?! What?! Where am I? What am I supposed to do? Huh? Oh, I can scroll around. Up and down. Oh, there's a lot down. I just was just trying everybody. Oh God. I'm in shock. CAVIK. Why would CAVIK work? There's got to be more that work then. I'm in corru.observer local uncosm CAVIK at an unknown tab. Uncosm / CAVIK. Okay, there's two things here. Two layers of stuff moving around. This is not CAVIK. Okay, how down does it go? There's like waters behind it? Uncosm? There's white. Is this broken? Is there something? CAVIK! CAVIK, you're not beating the allegations. The allegations that I'm throwing at you. Okay. Why is there like a... This is like a giant tendril almost. Look at it. And now there's two of them. I can't go left or right. Oh, I want to try more now. Oh, it's getting like smaller and smaller. There's more and more designs. And there's... CAVIK! Hi! What are you doing down here? I didn't mean to find you? Hello? Why you? Why not Kazki? I swear, I tried Kazki like 5 times. I want to find but CAVIK works. Why are you radiating with white? You're radiating QR code. It's CAVIK. Jut receptors backward. Unspecified Basing surveillance. Yeah, markable test. Stream terminated inval error. Incoherent. Very incoherent. Oh, I'm terrified right now. I did not I was just gonna say, I'm gonna start every episode here on now just trying random words because this thing has been very annoying. Hello? That's a good question. Hello? Oh my god! Why do you look like a, hold on. Why do you look like this? Kinda, see? Look at the, you know, look, okay, never mind. I'm actually literally crazy. Are you a lucid thought form? Hello? Am I gonna get a response? Hold on, what exactly are you looking at? Is this just CAVIK from the embassy? Is he doing anything? He's just standing there, menacingly. Awfully suspicious smile, as always. Are these his shoes? He's got style. I never saw his model exactly like this. I kind of only ever focused on that. Is he different at all? Hello? Memory stream located. After the bright cousins step away, I clench my claws. Is this a memory? After I clench my claws. Before he can say anything, I grip Akazet's memory of CAVIK. I grip CAVIK by his forearm and lead him down the hall. Is this on the interview? Perhaps he already knows something is wrong from the way they reacted to me. You're scaring me! Stop! What is going on? Why did you not tell us anything? This is good, is it not? It is everything we've ever worked for. Or... I grip him by the shoulders. His receptors recoil and he freezes as if spotted by a predator. Why did you not tell us anything? It must be something in my receptors or maybe my eyes. There can be no misunderstanding. Okay. CAVIK. You cannot tell anyone. Not even our team. No matter what. Tell what? My voice wavers with mortal fear. Understand? Especially not now. Okay, that's like a... Just missing. Aki. I have never seen you like this. Will you please tell me what is going on? Please? Please? It hurts. Hurts. You, because you're incoherent. I mean, this might... Whatever Akazet I'm speaking as is also... Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Something is wrong. Why did you not tell us anything? Oh, is this about, because Akazet's storm found the location of the call. Everything we've ever worked for. You cannot tell anyone, not even our team, no matter what. Especially not now. Will you please tell me what's going on? I figured it out. Okay, secret. Someone is there. Hey, you want to come to Joxioso with me? I feel you. I cannot wake up. You have to end this. It's going to start again. The memory? You have to end this, please. Please. Why are your eyes giant like that? Okay. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Okay, so I lucked into something. I was kind of told that maybe if I just put in, like, it would be kind of funny if I just keep putting in random words because I might find something. I take it there are just random words that you can find. Is this just gonna be this gotta just be a repeat then of the same thing? Watch, let's go all the way down here as fast as we can. Oh my god, you're down. You're dead. Well, that's not good. And you got your eyes are like, you're white and black like Velzy. Well, that's freaky. I hope it didn't start again, and I hope that must have been painful for you, CAVIK thought form. That is so weird. Okay, I kind of got distracted by that. Can I at least finish what I was trying to do? I would like to finish what I was trying to do. I was doing something very specific. Are there other words? So CAVIK. And there's a memory related to Akazet and CAVIK. Interesting. Okay, shoot. Who else do I have in the team? I did Tozik. Oh gosh, I need a list now. Bosco. Nothing. Who else was there? Can I do like Carrick? Nothing. Can I do like The Call? Okay, shoot. I'm actually writing this down now. Miltza. Nothing. Okay. So I typed in CAVIK. I got a memory with CAVIK. Memory with. Who would Akazet have a memory with? All of these people. Like, not like Tellu's gonna come up with nothing, you know? People that she met in the embassy, I'm sure. Maybe Fun Friend? Would you have memories of Fun Friend? No. Would you have memories of Abyss? There's an Abyss area. No. Gordon? No. Maybe Envoy. Nope. Why did CAVIK work? FBX? Nope. The Call. The Call didn't work. The Meteorite. Well, hold on. Wait, I wrote those down. Wait, I gotta write these down. The Call. Meteorite. Can I just try Call? That works! Okay. Cool. Wait, hold on. I gotta write this down as well. Memory stream located again. Is this just gonna be The Call? Or is it gonna be the memory of, gosh, I'm just gonna try every Corru word ever. Like, ever. I thought I'd have to, like, come up with stuff like better times or suspicion, you know, or collapse, you know, in order to find, like, memories. But, okay. Call. What is this gonna be? Is this gonna be like when the call first happened? Back on Obask, maybe? Minds continue to brush against one another through the collective. The collective, that's on Obask. Mind and hers, then mine again, shedding wordless impulses and knowledge back and forth. Though she is far more active, sparsely allowing interjection. Not that I mind, of course, mentally fatigued by today's instruction. Is this Time Stopper? It looks Time Stopper-like. You recall the great disruption some gazes ago, yes? The collective and the dull voice and the everything... Dull voice? Okay, don't know what that is. Gazes we know. Disruptive, especially for Ukazni Ozo. Is this a Obask, like a memory from actually back on Obask? Like a memory that'd be normally stored behind a dull contrivance? The collective and the dull voice and the everything. Okay, collective is something I should try. Oh yes. Oh yes, it was bad. My whole study chamber almost detonated. I was designing this sustained connective pulse weapon where, okay, wait, before I get into that, yes, the disruption. Lots of research devices paused or broke down badly, very badly. So much time wasted on recalibration and manual filtering. Hate. Because of this new presence in the dole that is so noisy and everywhere. What is the new presence in the dole? Mine is Akazet. Is this like Akazet talking to the collective? Origin of dull pulse weaponry. I see. Disruptive especially for Ukazni Ozo. Eyes and eyes of dull pattern training useless. I met with the clear impulse of her stout receptors pressed against her head. Claws digging into her face. Teeth grit, barely holding back a frustrated screech. Of course she is exaggerating for comedic effect, for she still holds an excited tone. Have you heard about what it is, actually? Where it is? Why it is? The call! Or call, sorry, not the call, apparently. Not yet, my friend. My work hardly concerns the dull. So this is when they found it. Only murmurs have reached me. Oh, good, then I can tell you. At first we all thought someone broke the dull plane somehow. It is like a loud noise. I mean, noise does not exist in the dull plane, but you know that is easy to compare it to considering... Anyway, most dull devices filter that out automatically because it is a core fundamental that things that do not make sense are ignored for most devices. But we like that here. We collect what does not make sense, and so we have been looking at it constantly since it started, and it is still going, so loud and so strong and no sign of stopping. Still cannot make sense of it, but so many new initiatives are springing up in Ukazni Ozo, and I think one in that shore city, and oh, you should get one started in Old Tazni. My internal impulse to laugh is transmitted far faster than any external manifestation. 5-letter name. I have quite enough to handle with this current clutch of Vel. Vel? Yeah, the cast, of course. So much more, wait, there's nothing here, obviously, missing. So much more distracted than any who have come before. Maybe when they can hold their own on the surface, I could pivot? Ah, perhaps with Blank's assistance. I imagine he must be fascinated by this matter as well. Tazik! Though it has been eyes since I last spoke to him for longer than the moment. CAVIK! Perhaps he will even have forgiven me by now. Who? Oh, yes, yes. Oh, okay, no hurry. It is not going anywhere. Whenever you want to start, I am here. I can help you get you up to date and transmit listener designs and... Memory stream terminated. That's it. Local uncosm call. Okay. Noted. How many are there? How many of these are there? I'm definitely gonna get help with this because I'm not gonna get them all. But that was back on Obesk. Can I just like put in something like... Well, like... what was that called? Otazni? Ozo? No, that's wrong. Can I like put in a location name? Just Obesk? That wouldn't work. Vessel? Contrivance? What would... I don't know. Also, I got my eye on you. Who is that? Who has got my eye on me? I just realized, am I supposed to be not looking at this? What do you mean error missing entity? Huh? Am I breaking the, okay, let me know in the chat below. Am I breaking the game if I try to look at this? corru.goatcounter.com. Also, I just realized not Chrome and Firefreak. Is that recognizing my browser? That's silly. Like, am I a fire freak? Wait, yeah, local uncosm / where? Where do I want to go? Okay, I want to put like place names now, but I forget. Ekevik? No. Runner? She was a runner. I forget what her city's name is called. Velzy. How have I never tried Velzy? Okay, never mind. I need Obesk related words, like their home. I of Velzy? Just I? No. I'm trying to... Velk? Velk! Velk is one! Hell yeah! I was thinking, cause like there's Velk everywhere, isn't there? So the Spire Storm is distant, it's... Oh my god! Okay, I had to write this down again. Velk! The Spire Storm is distant, its rage echoes here in the form of little water droplets. The Velk are drenched already, allowing my claws to find easy purchase in their thick, waterlogged flesh. This one I have chosen to be my carrier has myriad pockmarks from similar travelers. Interesting. But at this height, they have grown sparse, and the ground has disappeared in the surface vapors and darkness. How far would I fall if I failed to hold on now? What a thrill. Spire Storm, what are those? Weather phenomenon, ceaseless violent storm surrounding natural spire. Natural spire, yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool. Waterlogged flesh of the Velk. Velk are so weird. They're surface fauna, not flora. But they sound like flora, kind of. I am certain to have no visitors here, so I reach over my shoulder to activate my Zappel. Back-mounted multi-purpose surface utility, popular for Velk camping. She's a climber. Okay, I'm gonna write this one down just in case this is also a thing. I gotta try every Obesk word that I know of. It extends outwards from me to form a semi-spherical corticystic shell, biting into the flesh of my carrier to secure itself. I am sealed into darkness for only a blink, as once the respite is fully formed, the inner lights activate and it detaches from my back carrier. These lights are pale, unreliable chemicals, and it is not quite as spacious as I would like, but I can finally let my limbs relax. And so I place my back against the clammy flesh of the Velk, my legs in restful support against the hard shell the Zappel has formed. But the humidity is near unbearable. The cooling winds at this height are unable to reach me any longer. There's a great tremble as the Velk's next step lands distantly below. How long will it be before it carries me past the Spire? Spire's a good one to try as well. Just Spire. Sorry, I'm just like writing stuff, extra stuff down. I should check with that coordinator. Memory stream terminated. Interesting. Okay. I'm just gonna keep going until I get bored, to be honest. I doubt I'll find it all. Zappel. Okay, of course, nothing. Spire. Spire! Spire does work! Also, sorry, okay, that's on the side. Spire works. Okay, let me mark that. Whew. I just want to see what does work so I know that it exists. I rummaged through my drenched cloak, is this just a continuation? I rummaged through my drenched cloak, head resting against the cold flesh of the Velk. Everything trembles as my carrier Velk takes another step distantly below. Eventually I find it. My dull voice receiver. Do I not get a description generated noun? Oh, description generated, which means we just have a description of what it is it does, and so it's a noun. Okay, I get it. With a quick affix to my favorite receptor, I reach out for the regional coordinator. Blank. I think a nice tur, though we have sparsely spoken. Kazki! Kazki! After a few well-placed thoughts, he is within reach, never mind, and I establish contact. Still, there is some interference here. The spire storm grows closer, suffusing my senses with a never-present rumble. Okay, well, I don't understand what you're climbing. Dull voice? I should try all the casts? Let's see. Hello! This is... Oh, whoa. There's like a face here? There's like... This is so messed up. This is not Akazet. This is blank. I've secured a position on a yellow-eyed carrier Vilk. How far out am I? From both the spire and Ukazni, if you can tell. Ukazni. Ukazni. Oh, hello again. Oh, is this me? Maybe? I hope Velzy has been kind to your journey so far. Let me see, I have a drone in the area. Ah, yes, there you are. Alright, the herd is at rest now. The herd. But their top tendrils are showing some anxiety. I think they will be moving again soon. If that is the case, they will be following the Ukazni Ozo path. You should be at... Oh, wait, Ozo! Ozo means like built upon, because Joxy Ozo is like built upon Joxy, which is Akazet's last name. So Ukazni Ozo just means built upon Ukazni, which is the city. It's a mountain range. Large peaks impassable by Velk. Oh. That's what we're climbing, I guess? My estimation is likely less than a wink for the herd to continue. 2 winks until you pass the spire fully, and then 2 more winks before you are near the Ukazni range. This assumes ideal conditions, and that the Velk do not stop for rest again, which I think is unlikely. And they're using the Dole to communicate with each other. Either way, I hope you brought some entertainment. Blanca's think. And I have to say, I am really surprised. They did not give you a walker for this one? That would have shortened your trip by several winks and allowed you to avoid the spire. Is this surface running? Because obviously this is obviously the tur that we were talking to, so this might be Akazet. A-K-I-Z-E-T. I don't know. But is this... Because she's a surface runner. No, this is a non-vital trip. You could call it personal. The old Tazni, writing that down. Council. Oh, I'll just write down council. Collective. Only lets us use walkers if it is an emergency. Anyway, thanks for the help. Keep Velzy entertained for me. And wish for safe journey. Will do. And remember, once you reach it, do not exit your respite while within the spire storm. The lightning rarely strays from the spire, but when it does, it is fatal. Okay, I am not picking this up very well. May the gaze end kindly for you. With the closing of the connection, Velzy's decision for my fate is made clear. To be bored in this cramped Zeppel respite for the rest of the gaze. Still, I have some time. I tap at some of the corusistic controls near the top of the respite, and its plating recedes near the bottom, allowing me to crawl out onto the Velk's flesh again. The winds and rain have risen, and the fog-like vapor that cloaks the surface has risen even further. The spire draws near, so this may be my last chance to see it before I must shelter. I skitter up the side of my carrier, carefully angled so that I know I may directly descend to find my respite again. Before long, I have risen past the other Velk stalks, letting me see an expanse of darkness. The black clouds lit from below by the countless glowing... she's high up above. The black clouds lit from below by the countless glowing growths attached to the Velk herds. Velk herds, of course. And there in the distance is the spires... So there's just like a ton of Velk all across, like endless sea of them. But they also are herds, and they also are like a living thing, but they also like grow? And there in the distance is the spire storm, lit by its continuous lighting, roaring endlessly. A violent vortex that dips below the cloud line, twirling around a barely perceptible empty shape, made clear only by the lightning that attacks it. A matte black monolith, featureless and dangerous, disappearing into the sky. The Vasni Spire. Alright, writing down Vasni again. Taller than the tallest mountains, wider than anything ever built. And yet, if not for my aim assists, I would not be able to see it at all. Because it's so dark out. We're not like our bright cousins. It draws nearer with every trembling step of my carrier Vilk, and so my time to admire it is very limited. I ought to return. Memory stream terminated. Oh god, this is going great for me. Please, can I want to find another one. I have so much, dull voice. And then I should just try dull as well. Dull voice, okay, no. Let's, then dull, then tur, then all the collective stuff, then, oh, dull works, dull works. Okay. Oh, it's just the dull, of course. That is really slow. Okay, dull looking funky, as always. It's the contrivance, the big one. Memory stream located. What am I gonna get okay, hold on, I have to mark this. Dull. Okay, so it is just like, it really, really is just corru related words. I've got to try Obesk words. I've got to try, I gotta try Okazni, Otazni, Council, Collective, Vazni, Vel, Jut. I gotta try words I know from their home, like Seacry, Zuzakri, and just Sist, maybe? Corru? Maybe, imagine Corru is just one. Through my connection to the pilot Sist, I see it before us. We're gonna fly into it in the vessel! This is the third time I have ever used the Dole. Oh, I wonder what the experience is like. Some larval fear grips me, threatening that it will disintegrate me. Total annihilation. I mean, that looks freaking scary, I will admit. That looks fucking terrifying. I can't blame Akazit here. Total annihilation. Removal from Velzy's stage for all time. Or worse, something within will find me on my path through. But of course, it is superstition. Approaching. Indeed, no life as we understand it could exist in the Dole. Not as we understand it. There might be an eldritch entity all the way in the back of this. Which, by the way, might be what's calling us, like, the thing that Tazik saw via contact affliction, might be the thing that's calling us usurpers. Because Corru has, like, utilizes the Dole. Okay, this is so weird. I can see why this can cause someone headaches. But Corru can utilize the Dole. So it's like, maybe that's why when I talk about Corru itself, maybe Corru itself is under rule. You know, and it's under rule by whatever eldritch being is the Dole, you know? Maybe that is related to the meteorite as well, or maybe the meteorite is just its strongest presence in this in the system, because the Dole is just a thing under of its own. No life as we understand it can exist in the Dole. What did I press for this to pop up? Whatever. No life as we understand it can exist in the Dole. That is what they say. Dole's CAVIK's extended studies have proven it, after all. Enough study to have driven him mad. Contact affliction. What is he on, his 4th renewal now? Oh, okay, it's okay. Resurrection exists, I guess. Felzy so favors tormenting him. Ah, I am receiving an official communique. Attention, Akazit. This is... Speaking on behalf of Anterior Dole Station, Brightwall. Reference to weather phenomenon partials. Okay, so it's a Dole Station name. I'm writing this down, not just to try it, but just because this is cool. These are cool words to know. Brightwall, Dole Station, Brightwall, Anterior Dole Station. You are all clear to proceed. Be sure you release all active Dole tethers or hearts. Also expect to lose communications for a little bit. Oh, yes, and if you brought any tithes. Interesting, tithes? Religious implication? Or like, tips? Say your goodbyes! Oh, I see. Of course, thank you. Keep Velzy entertained, will you? We will hold a performance just for you. Your correspondent will establish contact as soon as you are on the other side. Good luck! Dull hearts released. I love how, by the way, can I just say, I was, I did not mean for this episode to be me doing this. Like I said, I just wanted to try some words that I could at the start of every episode. And then I was gonna get into like, Akazet's memory that she worked so hard to protect. Or the other one. The, Better Times memory in the embassy. I have those two. I also have God to deal with. I feel like those are the only 3 things I'm thinking of, but now I ended up on a streak here. Permitting gravitic control. The vessel shifts as soon as the hearts release. My tithe. I clutch one of my preserved larval receptor shells. A hard, hollow spiral of segmented chitin? Part of myself to remain in the dull, outside of Velzy's creation. Oh, a part of yourself to remain in the dull. Oh, because it's a tithe, yeah. I disconnect from the pilot sister abruptly. Perhaps I should not look. I close my eyes. No, I turn them off. Okay, and I disable my sensation. Best to be safe. Indeed, perhaps even sound should be limited. That sounds so helpful that you can do that. I pull the membranes around my mind core closer to it. I am nothing, in a void, and nothing is about to happen. Yet still I see it in my mind's eye. I hear its silence roaring. No matter what I disabled is still perceived resonating within my deathly form. In death, because of your corru, your coup body. Because that's how it works, yeah? I try to think of anything else, but it is here before me. And it is coming. Okay, memories of the dull never last, yeah? That's what I was told. I'm pretty sure the stream's just about to end here. Yeah? Yeah? Unprocessable data, of course. Of course. That's exactly what I would have expected. Okay, so we found so far CAVIK, Call, Velk, Spire, and Dull. And now I know the types of words that we have. So, let's try what I have on my list. Tur? Obviously not. I'm just gonna try a few of the casts on the top of my head. I don't think it's actually gonna work out that well. Vel. Shoot, what are the other casts? Jut. Okay, Ukazni. Doesn't work. It's worth a try. Hold on. Oltazni. That's worth a try as well. Council, but that just reminds me of Joxiozo. Collective, because it's a possibility. Of course not, I guess. Alright, I might be running out of ideas. Might be running out of ideas. I don't know how many there are. I feel like there's just a lot, though. Vazni is not a thing. Bright Wall? Okay. It paused for like a second. Did you see? I feel like it did. Alright, what are my other words? Obeski? I thought that was maybe the planet name, or I think that's just an adjective to describe them. Okay, we have Velk, we have Seekrai. Okay, after Seekrai, we have Zuzakri. And then we'll try... Zuzakri. Okay, we hit one. Zuzakri. Write that down. Oh god, this is not gonna be a pleasant memory, I just realized. The silence at this dormant herd is almost too much. Only the... Wait. This feels like in the same... I mean, it's either just another surface running memory, or maybe all these surface running memories are all part of the same series of events. But also, to be fair, surface running probably seems the same every time. The silence of this dormant herd is almost too much. Only the wind and thunder masks our slight movements as we draw closer to blank. It is by Velzy's favor alone that she has survived out here so long. Poor Vel. She sits against her dull beacon in a little clearing, bleeding, surrounded by the 2 bodies of her running companions. Running companions, yeah. It is fortunate that we found them while the eye still lights our path. When I nearly enter the clearing, someone grabs my arm and pulls me back, hiding us both from Blank's view around the juvenile Velk tendril. We speak silently through the dull voice. What? There is no threat of Seekrai here. Zuzukrai! Wait, are these gonna be Zuzukri? Or whatever? Fortunate that we found them? Oh no. Wait, is this like... Is Akazet still learning? Does that Akazet not know? Has Akazet not run in? Because I know Seekrai and Zuzukri are different, but they're similar. Predator infection, primal terror. Seekrai isn't an infection, but Zuzukri is one that more masks in, right? It's a terrifying one. Besides, how would one have deployed a beacon? Just wait. Take a closer look. Oh, hi, Moth. But as a witch? The scent in the air. It is not right. If she is here, why has she not received any of our calls? The scent of Vel and Kiv. 2 dead. Exactly what we see. What is he worried about? With a quick impulse, I instruct my Valaka-born aim assist to peer around the side. Okay, aim assists are great for sight. Wide conical headwear, surface camouflage. Oh, this is so cool. I get to see surface running. Blank is sitting a little strangely, perhaps with too large of a pack. But from this side angle, it is hard to tell. The wind shifts toward us, the trio's trails made more apparent. The Vel's scent is strange, sickly, metallic. You are right. Stay here. Prepare your dual pulse and keep it aimed on her. I feel his affirmation to the dull voice, and so I twist about, calling out in my surface voice before I step into full view of Blank. Hello, is that you? Are you alright? A cloud passes between the eye and this Velk herd just as I see Blank turning toward me. Tom. We have to name this one. It has 3 letters, Tom. Just as I see Tom turn towards me, and while we were plunged into darkness, I feel a terrible dread. For I thought I saw her face... Tom, yes, she's... Tom, she, her. For I thought I saw her face split apart for an instant. But as it passes, she pushes herself to her feet. Face intact and spiraling receptors curled tight with worry. Akazet? Please, do not look away. Okay, so that's a... Absolutely, this is a Zuzukri. Also, I like... Is this like what closer to what Akazet looked like? Is she larval here almost? It kind of looks a little human here. Is this supposed to represent something? Or is this just all like incoherence? I can't tell. This is spooky though. I will go away again. Hey Tom, I just blinked. I blinked, they were all gone. I did not do anything, please. Her arms and face are stained cyan with blood. Cyan with blood. Okay, interesting. We bleed cyan. Claws longer than they ought to be, more numerous than they should be. A dark, angular shape is obscured behind her, barely visible over her shoulders. Parts of it twist occasionally, alive. Someone communicates to me via... gosh, this one needs... Larry. Larry communicates to me via dull voice. Akazet, she is lost. If there is one Zuzukri here, there are others. Preparing to release the pulse. Silently, as to not alert Tom that I have a companion, I gesture for him to wait with a claw behind my back, and he obliges. Though every nerve in my body commands me to flee. I know I must soothe Tom, lest the beast stop wielding her mind. Tom, it is all right. What happened? Tom approaches, but her legs do not move, dragging against the soil. Only as soon as the Zuzukri notices my eyes upon her legs does she begin to walk with them. I raise one of my climbing gauntlets defensively, and she halts, bringing her claws to her eyes. She weeps, and my aim assist detects movement in the dark shape behind her. A number of eyes blinking in unison, the true shape of the beast too hard to make out. Sorry. I know, I need to stay away. I do not know when it got me or how long it has been. I think it used my knowledge to activate their beacon to bring you here. You must not let me return. And you cannot let me stay here. Though Larry would undoubtedly prefer that we free her from her role. I have an idea. With some rummaging through my cloak, I produced that little mind core that... Jessica granted me. It was for me, but if there is any chance we can save Tom, I offer it to her, arm outstretched, tilted away in case I must evade. The Zuzukri will surely be appeased by my apparent acceptance of her. No, Tom, it is okay. Just put this on your receptor and we can help you. She pulls her claws from her face, an extra one I had not noticed disappearing behind her back. Her receptors uncurl with hope and delight, and in her face I more clearly see the Zuzukri's facade. God, this is freaky. Yes, split into 4 quadrants, occasionally parting to breathe. I nearly strike her then. But I wait, and she takes the mind core, allowing me to step back further. As she places it on a receptor, she... No, wait, it does not part for her. She brings it to her face, and it is clearly operational, but... Akazet, it will not let me. The corru, it does not recognize her. Velzy snatches away my hope once more, inspiration replaced with despair. Just as I prepare to signal to Larry, her claws dig into the shell of the cyst, and she begins to lunge it towards the sharp end of her receptor, sobbing. No, wait. Out of stupid impulse, I snatch that arm by the wrist. And as I do, her face splits apart, the Zuzakri's hidden limbs rearing in the dark. This is so terrible. So she, like, was there, like, temporarily hope for her a little bit? Like, she was aware she was being used. And we thought we could save that, but nope. A terror I have never known grips me, my limbs silent and unable to recoil. We are done, releasing pulse now. A blinding flash beams between me and the beast, severing her mind core bearing claw. I have only a blink to scramble away before memory stream terminated. Okay, well that was horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. Horrifying beyond belief. Horrifying beyond everything. Can I do fairy? Fairy! Yeah! I mean, literally, there's a fairy right here. I was just thinking, because fairy is a pendant, right? Or it's a pendant to ward off fairies for surface running. That seems like I feel like just like pick surface running related words, you know? Notice memory stream located. Nearly a spiral length from the ground, far above the surface vapors. I continue to climb higher, higher still, rending the soft flesh of my carrier. Claws caked with the Velk's fast congealing blood, growing dull and numb in the bitter shore wind. The pack of cysts the Jut have assigned me to carry weighs heavily. Yet the weight of my eyes, my legs, my arms have all grown far greater. When was I last slept? Was a sparse herd here, with clear sky and direct gaze of Velzy's eye. I wish I could find I wonder if there would be one for Velzy's eye. I am at least unlikely to meet any surprise, so the time has come for rest. How I wish I could simply rest in a Zeppo. But little space was spared for comfort, instead taken by vital knowledge cysts. Nearing the top of this carrier, I draw spikes from my suit, stabbing them in a neat array, securing them to my tethering harness. Finally, I draw the one comfort I am afforded, a Velkisk. Okay, new word. A long, thin platform with curved and sharp hook, often carried upon back, impaled into Velk flesh to form temporary seat, body weight used to keep fixed in place once hooked. Interesting. I will say Velkist just sounds like Veil and Kizit, which is all the letters left of our Akazet thought form left in Joxiozo, but that probably means nothing. And with a push off of the flesh of the Velk, a swing upon my tethers, its hook impales the carrier's flesh, carving into it, seat secured by my weight. Rest at last. Nearly limp am I in the tethers, resting upon this thin platform. The shore is too close to sleep. Uluzny, just barely out of reach on foot. That's another place. Vaznian Cave City, secluded coastal region. I see. So for now, I simply observe. The gaze of Velzy's eye as it swirls directly above, infinite stars beyond. Sparse Velk of this herd stomping across this desolate plain, insultingly close beacon lights floating high over Uluzny, glowing with a soft violet that casts a haze in the damp, cold air. It is all a quiet beauty that I am far too tired to appreciate. I nearly fell asleep. My carrier sways with a slow, thunderous step below, and as I stare up into the countless glimmering stars. Oh, I like how the background on the side here kind of is the stars. Already mysteries, poorly understood except by the most eccentric Ukaznians. Dull? They're the dull ones. Ukazny is, at least. Origin of dull stuff. I noticed the strangest patch of darkness. A fairy! Within it, a collection of a few larger, glimmering spots. Yes, it moves different, distinct from the rest of the sky with the Velk steps, yet still a part of it. So I sit forward, brief wakefulness stirred in my eyes, staring close. Quickly I draw my aim assist, hooking it to a receptor, releasing it into the air. It flickers a new sight into my mind, focusing further. And the darkness twists. The darkness twists, 5 glimmering pale lights in an arc. Interesting. So new... Wait, why is there... Oh, okay, I was like... There's like a symbol back here. Hold on, do you see it? There's a symbol here. Here. Wait, the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this kind of reminds me of the layout of God. But do you see it? There's one here. Here. This is probably the easiest one to see. Here and here. Oh god, YouTube compression is not going to show this very well. Wait, there's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 glimmering pale lights in an arc. Previously upright, rotated now as if placed into the outer circle of a turning wheel. Breath escapes, my receptors coiling tight. A jolt through me, nearly displacing the Velkisk. My movement disturbs the aim assist's focus and I cannot find the patch again. I scan desperately. It was my imagination, no? Also, were these always here, or did they just show up? I am tired. This is known to happen. I clutch my fairy ward, its spikes digging into the leathery cover over my palm. Is this just superstition, or did something happen? 5 pale lights in an arc. Rotated now. And your fairy ward, this is what is now, or at least a thought form of what is now, the fairy. I cannot stay here. Quickly I rise, pulling free the Velkist, removing tethers. I must leave, Memory stream terminated. That's freaky. What am I supposed to make of any of this? Okay, any ideas? Can I talk to you anymore? Definitely not. Shit, okay, I think I'm running out of ideas. I put in so many words here. I could always try Lesney. Doesn't work. I could always try Velkist. Doesn't work. I just gotta think of like obesque words. So Isabel wasn't one. Bright cousin, maybe? Doesn't seem like it. We'll try bright. Nope. Spire worked. Okay, let's just try corru. Corru? Corru works. Of course corru works. It's corru.observer. Memory stream located. In the relative safety of the entry tunnel, someone drops his surface voice. Oh, surface voice. Specialized volume management, fast and enunciated. Incredible. That would have taken so much longer before. It's Larry! Exit, what is the count? Well, the real answer is just within my receptor's curl. I make a show of counting my claws and then play one of my favorite sayings. Ah, we will have to gather the tur. He chuckles, to my surprise. Only blinks earlier he seemed irritated with my banter. I have no idea what the hell that means. Still, as planned, I give him a proper answer immediately after. I counted just over 30. Ha! Oh, spur. Spur is a word. Sorry, I just remembered. Spur. Spur exists. Spur exists. 30 from just that trip. Larry stops and grasps his dull-pulsed Valika cyst by its tether. What is Valika again? Oh yeah, headwear. Pulling it down to eye level with a shaky hand so we can look into it properly. Yeah, you look different. Oh, are you looking through it? Is that what this thing is on the side is meant to represent? So this is Akazit here with that thing on. Maybe. I feel an instant of shock, as does his son, by the sight of his receptors. But we both realize he is looking at the side, rather than directly at the deadly part. Oh, there's a deadly part. From simple food containers to the deadliest weapons ever conceived. There's a sort of idle drift in his receptors as he stares into it. The Valakicist. Dull pulse Valakicist. Oh, yeah, interesting. It is so easy to tell when a tur's mind wanders. Oh, he's the tur. Larry. Corru. We're talking about corru itself, of course. Corru used to just be food containers, and now the deadliest weapons ever. It sounds like there was some kind of corru-cistic revolution, if I do say so myself. Maybe even usurpers? You know, when they came up with using the spheres they form for food, just when my receptor started to split, my excavation mentor once told me the strangest stories about it, and our ancestors. It was not long after we struck that great natural vein of it down in the deep chambers. Vein of corru? It is so much smaller now. As we prepared a harvesting boar, you know what he said? Larry turns to me, his branched receptors outstretching their tendrils. His father, and his father's before him, solid as a pest. Ha ha! How the tur of old would encounter it in great walls while digging. Okay, so tur of old, this sounds like, so isn't corru needed for their coup bodies? Their death, so to say? So were they like fully like kind of like they had larval forms before, yeah? Is that what we're talking about? Maybe? Or like larval forms that are similar to humans? I wonder if they still had their antlers in those forms. Or like what the hell a coup body even, like, I want to see the difference. And it had to be scraped away by claw, because they at least had the cast, it would seem, right? The Tur of old would encounter it, being corru, in great walls while digging, and it had to be scraped away by claw or dug around as our acids had no effect. He turns back to the path ahead, carefully stepping down the incline as he continues reminiscing. His son gives me a forward-pointing gesture of his receptors, as we both start to follow. That feeling, when wild corru gets on your receptors. Have you ever felt it? His son does not respond, indifferent. He must have heard all this before. No. They usually keep it sealed in those big skulls. Big skulls, huh? Alright, that's another word to throw on here. Well, if even a drop of it gets on, you feel eyes on you, like something is in the chamber with you. Staring, listening. Is that the corru, or is that the mind behind the corru? But I guess all this time it really was listening, right? Wait, hold on a second. When wild corru gets on your receptors. Yeah, receptors have to be a natural thing. What do you think they will do next with it? Velzy's eye cast down. Blank got a, someone got a new arm out of this stuff. Oh, did they not have coup bodies next? This must be, because this is probably during the corru revolution. Because that's another thing I was thinking about, by the way, everyone. But it's only I'm remembering now. This is why Akazit, maybe why Akazit looks different, or more larval-ish, at least. Have they mentioned larval forms? I should remember that. Larval. That sounds like a, I could try that. A whole new arm out of the stuff. So, they don't know yet that you can make, because Akazit, one thing that stuck with me a lot earlier, and I honestly thought broke all my theories, but I guess I don't know, like, the lifespan of these. Especially now that they have these bodies and mind cores. And they leave their larval bodies behind, right? To be in their, like, mind cores or whatever. To operate coup bodies. And they last a long, long time. So, I'm pretty sure it was mentioned one of the very first times that Akazit was a runner during the corru revolution. Right? So, this must be it still ongoing, right? It's still new. It's still discovery. And it sounds like maybe they'll find out they can leave their larval bodies behind or something. You know what I mean? Revolution. Well, it will have to take another Tur stumbling into their research chamber to figure out what is next. This is a common myth. Intoxicated Tur knocked over a corru container and fell into it. Oh, so that's how. Okay, that feels like a little. This feels a little Castus. His laugh overpowers the tunnel, enough to send my receptors into a clenched curl. Akazit, start planning a transport to Old Tosny for me, would you? I have a foundry to barge into. Or, no, not Akazit. Oh, wait! Duh, there's two of them. You're the little moth. Okay. You're the son. I see. Sunny Boy and Larry. Alright, well, I'll make sure to not get that mixed up. Right away, father. Wow! Oh my god, I'm learning so much! There's so much in here! I feel like I'm cheating! I'm just typing in words and I'm getting stuff. Okay. Spur. Nothing. Sorry, I said I was gonna end the episode soon. I thought I was out of words, but I'm not out of words. I'm never out of words. Skull! Okay, no skull. Okay, well, right now I only have one more word on my list, but I'm sure I can think of some. Always ideas. Larval! Okay, never mind. The episode just keeps going. Am I gonna see what I just saw? Also, I should recap to help me get ideas, because so far it was CAVIK, Call, Velk, Spire, Dole, Zuzakri, Fairy, and Larval. There's gotta be so much more that I'm not getting. So much more. Can I see, like, there's nothing here, yeah? You got my eye on you? I don't know who the hell that is. That might be Velzy for all I know. Anyway, while I repair my Valika, someone approaches the corner of the armory I've commandeered. I look up to face him, receptors wide and joyous greeting, only to see that his are meekly pulled back with worry. Oh wait, isn't there, hold on, Rukizitesh, or how do you spell that? Shit. I think this is how you spell it, how I'm writing it down. Akazit has a sister, a family. I just remembered, maybe that's or a sister, I don't remember, sister, brother? I don't remember, sibling? Hey there. Oh, who the hell are you? Hi, Akazit. What brings you here? Do they have another device for me to try out? The aim assists were truly incredible to use. It was like my mind's eye multiplied, hovering outside of my body. Oh my god. They're like, oh my god, I was right! The aim assists are new also. We're literally in the corru revolution that, as it was said, Akazet has seen through. So how recent is Corru to them all? It might be recent, or Akazet might be really old. Or both. Disorienting, but eye-opening. Hehehe. Oh yeah, it is. My receptors settle into a similarly worried twist. He seems so sullen. So, okay, I feel like I'm gonna try and find as many of these as I can, but at a certain point, I'm going to have to, I'll probably just ask for a list of the rest of them, or at least hints towards the rest of them. I don't know. There's gotta be a ton. What is it? He reaches into his long cloak's inner pocket, fetching a fairly large handheld corusist. There's a moment where he stares at it, frozen, before wordlessly offering it to me. It is a new emergency device from the Vazni Foundries. Kavruka! I cannot help but chuckle at how strange he is acting. This seems to fluster him further. Oh, is this awkward? I uncurl one of my receptors to connect to it, but he nearly lunges in response. Wait! Do not connect to it! It extracts your mind. Mind core? What? Immediately my receptor recoils. How? What? Oh, cause larval! That's why I forgot what the memory was freaking called. Yeah, duh, we're gonna be talking about mind cores now. He wrings his claws nervously, receptors similarly curling away. Like I said, emergency. Oh, this becomes commonplace. See, the Vazni Foundry, Jut, have created this new process. Wait, hold on, Zavazni, Corusistic Revolution origin! Zavazni! Oh god, I gotta... Zavazni. Oh my god. They're saying it is a new state of life. A sort of undeath. In death! Yes, yes, yes! Where you live within Corru, your mind, your body, everything! That is so cool! That is so cool! What? Transhumanism, translarvalism, No, it is extremely dangerous! Not just for yourself, but for the future. I mean, if this catches on, eventually, it might be the end of us, you know? No, it'll be the forever. Although, to be fair, you might be usurping an eldritch entity's control over Corru right now or something. So I'd be a little bit careful. They might freak out or something, and I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend to know what's going on. Either way, I wanted you to have one of the few we got. And you do not want me to use it? Okay, you are way too excited to just be like, wow, my entire mind and body can be zooped inside of a little mind core. Why are you so excited? Of course not. But if you're really going to be doing this, the world is changing very fast, Akazet. I want you to be around to see it. If you ever got attacked on one of your runs or caught by... He waves away the notion, not even wanting to think it. This is your best chance at continuing to live. Oh, I see. Or some facsimile of it. I chuckle, exasperated. Such confusing messages. Well, it is like those. What did you call them? Echoes? Echoes! So echo technology exists! Okay, I gotta write down echo as well. That's a word. If I use this, is it me? Yes, without a doubt. He sits on my armory station across from me. Just like how the aim assists become an extension of your mind, so too does the mind core. That is what they're calling it. Knew it. I cannot imagine what sort of maniac it took to discover this. Well, you know, the Zavazni people, you know. It shifts the weight of your mind into it and then disconnects, leaving an empty vessel to die. I look over the this is so cool. I feel like I knew all this already to an extent, but it being laid out again in front of me a bit more clearer is really allowing me to sink in and let it soak in. I look over the glassy surface of the mind core thoughtfully. Beneath the cystic glass, I can see the flow of Corru within. A slow, whirling current of violent pearlescence. It's all this around. It is entrancing, more than any other device I have been given yet. A product of its density, maybe? It is rather heavy. Oh, yes, he is still here. Well, do not worry. You have never seen my Velk scaling skills. And did I ever tell you about the time I broke a Guktik's arm? Okay, well, you know what? Let me see if I can't hack into that time. Guktik. Predator. Bladed arms. Cooked flesh goes well with a Zazoust. Oh yeah, Zazoust is a word. Zazoust. Zoust! It's gotta be exclaimed, I think. I raise my right hand into a fist, displaying the chitin of my forearm. It is dreadfully cracked, the kind of deep chitin wound that could take an eye to heal. But it is the point of pride still. I raise my arm to deflect the lunging Guktik at the right time. Crack! Oh, the pain, but seeing it scurry away afterwards, such power. Chitin of my forearm. So they weren't exactly like humans, but they're probably just human-shaped. And definitely human-faced. This isn't Akazet before. It's like an Akazet, but with tendrils. It's like, that's so crazy, larval Akazet. Imagine what I could do in a body made of Corru. Yeah, that is what you're imagining. To be honest, I maybe would jump ship too. He laughs, whipping away the brag with his receptors. Yes, I still remember the last time you told me. And the time before that. Look, just do not take this as an excuse to be reckless, okay? We still do not really know what the consequences of the process are long term. But if I do, you will help me make a cool new body, right? Hell yeah! Oh, that was a bad thing to say. The look he is giving me. Sorry, I'm way too excited. But I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it, Akazet. Sorry, just joking around. Felzy's wrath. It is the very same eye that watches over me on my journeys, after all. Kind of tension forms in his receptors. And he gives a quiet, almost soundless chuckle as he stands up to leave. Still so sullen. I will have to fetch a Velk fruit to cheer him up later. Felzy's wrath. Memory stream terminated. Okay. Oh my god, it just never ends. Alright, I have a few more to try again, but if I don't get anything, then I'll just keep going until I end the episode, alright? How do I... Rukizatash. Doesn't work, okay. Okay, I googled it, I googled it, and I looked at nothing just for the name. It's Ruzesh. I think that's how you sell it. Okay, if it wasn't, then you know what? I'll get it one day. No memories of your sister or whoever. Let's see if you have any memories of Zivazny. No, okay. It seems like I haven't been having much luck with place names. Zivazny. Echo. Nope. I feel like Minecore wouldn't make sense because we just got the Minecore memory. Guktik. Okay, nothing. We don't get to see the time. And I'll try Zoust, but nothing. Of course, of course. Let's look at what let me recap everything I got. CAVIK, the Call, no, sorry, CAVIK, Call, Velk, Spire, Dole, Zuzakri, Fairy, and Larval. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 memories out of that, or did I miss a couple? Maybe I missed a couple, or maybe that was 8 memories. I don't know. Wait, Corru's not on here, so that's 9. Let me add that on here to help me remember. So it's probably like 9 or 10. You know, I actually think I'm pretty proud of what I found. I genuinely can't think of anything else that I haven't tried. So I think that was today's episode. That is kind of surprising to me that I managed to get as much. I just was on a streak once I found one, mostly because I wouldn't give it up. And the more I learned, the easier it got, right? You know? Like, I just started stealing words from that it was giving me anyway, you know? So, now next time we will actually... What is it? Isn't there supposed to be a thing somewhere? Where's the memory? Oh, it's here. It's hidden here. Hello. Okay, we'll take a look at that next time. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Farewell!